you guys might know that this map is basically wrong. Let me explain. Since the Earth is round and it's not a rectangle, this is wrong. Like you see Greenland. Let me show you. Why isn't this working? Okay, there you go. Like you see how it looks so huge here. When we bring it down to Africa, like look how tiny it is. It's basically the size of Chad. Basically the size of Nigeria. Like it's so small. But boom. So it's basically apparently Africa is bigger than Europe because it looks bigger here. But this is just wrong. Like look at Denmark compared to Greenland compared to Denmark. Let's see another one. How about let's see Chile is way longer than you think. You see this? If I bring it all the way up to Europe, like look, it goes from the top of Norway all the way down to Algeria. That's how big it is. But you see big boy Russia? Well, Russia is lying. Because if we grab Russia and bring it down to Africa, like bro, it's not that big. In China, it's not that bigger than China. But Europe, it is way bigger. And look at Australia. Australia is not that much smaller than it. So, if we go to Brazil's not that smaller. America's actually pretty small compared to Russia. But yeah, now let's see Alaska. You see how big it is? Let's bring it over. Yeah, it still is very big. It's basically about the size of Algeria. But also, let me show you guys Texas, my own home. Let's see Texas. If we bring Texas to Europe, it's about the size of France, Germany, Poland. Yeah, but if we bring it down to Europe, Asia, look how small it is. It fits smugly into India, and fits smugly into Algeria. And let's see Australia. Bruh. How this? Let's try Brazil. Let's see how big. This is Brazil Y. And basically, as you guys can see, Brazil really doesn't change that much in size here. But Brazil is giant. It covers like nearly all of Europe. That's how big it is. Okay, let's see Florida. Florida, it's smuggled into India, but Florida's huge, actually way bigger than you think. It's about the size of the UK. This is wrong, but it's also bigger than Portugal. It's actually pretty big. But how about this? Let's try looking at China. Let's see China. If we compare, like, look at Africa and China. It doesn't really get that much bigger. But let's bring it up to Europe. Europe is basically small. Look at China. Boom. Oh my god. Nope. Okay, oh my god. Okay, how about we try Antarctica? If we get Antarctica, like, look at Antarctica. Like, okay. Antarctica is actually huge. Look at Australia compared to Antarctica. Australia is huge. Look at China compared to it. But even Russia is small. Okay, let's go over Europe. It covers this much of Europe. It stretches all the way from Norway down to Chad. It's so big. It's huge. And if we bring it, it stretches all the way from Maine to Brazil. It's just ginormous. Like, it stretches all the way from it stretches all the way from Egypt to Zimbabwe. But let's try another one that might shock you. Let's go to Indonesia. If we bring out Indonesia to Australia, like, look, it's huge. If we bring it to China, it's ginormous. Even Russia, it's big. And go to America, you can see it is huge. And look at Canada compared to it. Indonesia is ginormous. Let's try Algeria. If we see, it really doesn't change size that much. It stretches from Texas to South Dakota. It's pretty big. And yeah, okay. Let's see place where most of my family lives. Oops, I mean Laos. Why does it keep doing Laos? Fine, I'll do. You see Kazakhstan? It looks huge, but maybe, I don't know. Kazakhstan is basically just the size of Nigeria and Chad combined, so, yeah. Not, like, but let's see, India, and it basically goes over from Chad to Namibia, which is decent. And if we go, it is huge in the US and Brazil. Let's try Australia. Boom. And if we go to here, but let's see Saudi Arabia. So it doesn't really change size that much. You go to Brazil, it's not that big. Okay. If we go to the US, it's actually pretty big. Okay. Now let's try Israel. Israel is basically pretty big. Actually, maybe not that big. Yeah, actually not that big. Okay. Let's try Ukraine. Ukraine, big boy. But if we bring it down to Africa, it basically, Ukraine is very small. Like you see here, it's pretty big. But when you compare it to Algeria, what is this? And if we go to America, bruh, it's around like the size of Texas. What's it called? Oh my god, it's small. Let's try Mexico now. How big is Mexico? Actually, Mexico is actually pretty big. It stretches from it is big, it's just not long, as I'm trying to say. But oh my god, it's actually very, oh my. Let's see, I gotta see. Let's try a pretty big boy, Argentina. Oh my god, and Argentina stretches from South Africa to Dakar. But how about a pretty crazy one? I think. Let's try Malaysia. It's pretty big compared to Indonesia. Oh, I take that back. I'm not even comparing it. I'm not even comparing it. What should we do now? How about we do something? How about let's do Germany. Germany is actually very small. Look at Germany and Algeria. Barely hits. Germany is about the size of British Columbia, and we bring it to Mexico. So what is this? If we bring it all the way down here, very small. So that Germany is way smaller than South Africa. Look at Botswana compared to Germany. Germany and Australia. India just fits smuggling. Now let's try Norway. Well, I keep forgetting Norway. Yeah, Norway is actually very small. You might think it's very big, but it's actually not that big. Because if we bring it to Algeria, it's just decent, but like it's small. It could. Let me show everybody what I mean when America is big. Let me get UK. I guess I'll get Ukraine. It can fit Ukraine, but that's not all. Germany. United Kingdom. But also, it can also fit Algeria, which is very big. Oh, maybe not. Let me get rid of. So fit France. French Guiana. France. Italy. Right now, you guys can see how big the U.S. is really. Spain. It can also fit in Norway. It can also fit Norway, but also that's not all. It can also fit Greece. Also, if you guys are wondering what the name of this is called, I just write it. It's called thetruesize.com. Okay, but like it can fit even more if I get smaller ones. But yeah, it fits all of those. Okay, let's get rid of all of this. Let's do Afghanistan. Afghanistan's pretty big. Afghanistan's pretty big to India, but not that big to Nigeria. If we go to here, Afghanistan is actually pretty big. It nearly covers all of Texas. How about this? Let's grab California and let's bring it over to Algeria. Like, it's tiny, very tiny. Texas, very tiny. Okay, let's get Libya out here. But Libya is huge, way bigger than you think. But let's see Libya, Libya covers nearly all of Germany. decent amount of Poland, Slovakia, Hungary, nearly all of Romania, Serbia, Kosovo, Montenegro, Bosnia, a bit of Italy, Switzerland. Crazy. But let's get Algeria as well. I want to compare these two. But Algeria can do a bit more. Like Algeria and Libya pretty much. Okay, let me just bring Algeria to Libya, Libya to Algeria. They both are ginormous countries. Okay, so let's try one more. Try Iran. Iran fits decent to India, decent to Algeria, and turn it over. And it covers nearly all of California, Wyoming, a bit of Montana, Nebraska, nearly all of Iowa, Kansas, half of Missouri, Oklahoma, north of Texas, a bit of Arkansas, Mississippi, and Louisiana. It's also a big country, but I hope you guys like this, and bye.